In the harrowing week ahead on General Hospital, the citizens of Port Charles brace themselves for a cascade of personal betrayals, buried secrets, and gut-wrenching decisions. From Nina's unraveling scheme to Jason's steely determination, every corner of the city becomes a battleground where truth struggles against lies, and love competes with loyalty. The week of May 5 to May 9, 2025, unfolds with brutal honesty and emotional upheaval, setting the stage for lasting consequences that could shatter relationships, reignite old passions, and reveal long-guarded truths. On Monday, May 5, Port Charles awakens to a storm of unintended consequences. Nina Reeves, ever the architect of delicate manipulations, finds her carefully laid plans crumbling beneath the weight of their own ambition. Her scheme, one born from desperation and disguised as protection, takes an unexpected turn, one that leaves her vulnerable and dangerously exposed. Meanwhile, Dante Falconeri finds himself engulfed in rage, not just at what has been done, but at the realization that someone close may have betrayed his trust. His anger is not fleeting, it's the kind that simmers beneath the surface, demanding confrontation and justice. Elsewhere, Cody Bell stumbles, literally and metaphorically, into peril. What begins as a seemingly innocuous situation spirals rapidly into something far more dangerous, forcing Cody to rely on instincts he never thought he'd need again. At the same time, Carly Spencer steps in as a steadying force for Lulu, who finds herself emotionally adrift. Their conversation is less of comfort and more of a reckoning, as Carly delivers hard truths wrapped in maternal compassion. Across town, Jocelyn Jacks struggles with a heavy burden of guilt. Whether it's tied to her mother's situation or her own recent decisions, the weight of responsibility is beginning to fray her usually composed exterior. Tuesday, May 6, continues the tension, this time shifting the emotional spotlight. Lois Cerullo confronts Dante with an urgent plea, one that intertwines maternal worry with painful honesty. She sees the path her son is heading down and tries to pull him back before it's too late. Rocco Falconeri steps forward with a long-overdue apology, offering a glimpse of vulnerability in a family known for its stoicism. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis finds herself cornered in a moral dilemma. With legal and emotional stakes colliding, Alexis must walk a tightrope of ethics and personal responsibility, knowing any misstep could destroy her credibility. In a surprising twist, Drew Kane receives a tip that could change the game entirely. This new intelligence might expose secrets thought buried, or reveal enemies lurking in plain sight. On the more tender end of the emotional spectrum, Christina Corinthos Davis finds the courage to open up to Lucky Spencer. Their exchange reveals wounds neither of them has fully healed from, and for a moment, both find solace in a connection forged from shared history and unspoken pain. Wednesday, May 7, offers a temporary breath from the storm, though it's the calm before an even greater tempest. Christina makes the first move in extending peace, possibly toward her estranged sister or someone caught in the crossfire of recent Corinthos family strife. Her gesture, fragile but sincere, could either mend broken ties or deepen existing fractures. Lulu, still navigating her emotional recovery, expresses heartfelt gratitude for the support she's received, though her words hint at a deeper internal conflict still unresolved. Brook Lynn Quartermain, however, is thrown into a whirlwind of confusion. Whether it's related to Chase, family expectations, or her own unresolved ambitions, Brook Lynn finds herself questioning the very foundation of her identity. Meanwhile, a quietly intense moment unfolds between Gio and Emma Scorpio Drake. Gio sheds his usual bravado, revealing parts of himself Emma may not be ready for, but it's an emotional breakthrough nonetheless, one that leaves both teenagers forever changed. At the WSB, Brennan delivers a critical briefing to Jocelyn and Vaughn. Whatever they learn is not just intelligence, it's a catalyst that will set off a new chain of events, one with potentially global consequences for the agency and Port Charles alike. By Thursday, May 8th, the gravity of past choices becomes impossible to ignore. Jason Morgan, the man known for calm resolve and relentless loyalty, doles out a form of tough love that's as cutting as it is necessary. His words are not cruel, but they are unflinching, designed to snap someone out of denial and into clarity. Meanwhile, Dante finally drops the armor he's been wearing and confides in sunny Corinthos. Their exchange isn't smooth or sentimental, it's raw, filled with the complicated love and disappointment that only exists between father and son. As this unfolds, Brad Cooper makes a choice that will alter the course of his life permanently. After years of being trapped by fear, shame, and manipulation, Brad chooses a new path, though whether it leads to redemption or further destruction remains uncertain. Portia Robinson confronts Willow Corinthos, not with accusations, but with a quiet demand for answers. In Willow, Portia sees not just a patient's wife, but a potential link to a mystery she can't yet name. Later, Curtis Ashford and Nina cross paths under complicated circumstances, their mutual empathy tempered by a deep current of suspicion. Whether they're allies or adversaries remains unclear. The week concludes on Friday, May 9th, with a collision of emotions long held in check. Sasha Gilmore and Willow Corinthos find themselves locked in a moment of painful tension. The silence between them speaks louder than words, filled with guilt, resentment, and lingering questions neither woman is brave enough to ask out loud. Lulu, sensing inconsistencies in recent behavior, decides to question Ned Quartermaine directly. What begins as an inquiry quickly evolves into an interrogation, revealing just how much Lulu suspects, and how far Ned may be willing to go to protect his secrets. Meanwhile, Brook Lynn and Harrison Chase's visit with Alexis becomes a catalyst for something much larger than legal advice. Their presence reopens emotional wounds for Alexis, while simultaneously pushing Brook Lynn to reconsider choices she's made about her future. As the week closes, Tracy Quartermaine receives a surprise so unexpected that even she, master manipulator and seasoned schemer, struggles to contain her reaction. And in a final twist, the elusive and calculating Sidwell steps forward with a mysterious offer. Whether it's a lifeline or a noose remains to be seen. In a week defined by revelations and emotional upheaval, the residents of Port Charles learn that no secret stays buried forever. With each encounter, they move closer to truths that could either destroy them or set them free. One thing is certain, by the end of the week, nothing will be the same again. Would you like a follow-up covering what happens the following week in Port Charles?